Yes, yes. I kind of started off a little early just to get things warmed up so that we can. Cash Vox will join us shortly, But welcome again. Say hi. I know you want to say two, three words before we get started there.
Well, thank you for having me. And I want to say greetings to all Sierra Leoneans where they listen and sympathizers of Sierra Leone, sponsors, donor partners. I want to say good afternoon to you all.
Wonderful, wonderful. You know, Mr. Conteh, people we don't even make no arrangements in the back end how this interview gets to go. Am I correct on that? No pre-plan, nothing. Correct?
Nah. No
Nothing.
pre-plan.
Nothing was staged. Correct?
Nothing, absolutely.
Absolutely. The reason why I bring that up is I know a lot of Sierra Leoneans watching this today will say, man, we not be believing there's a day where Ibrahim and Alfred, Peter Conteh would be on the same platform. Because of course you understand and a lot of Sierra Leoneans know exactly, you fight where you be the fit way. It was a just cause. But it was just this is my perspective and I go allow you. We're gonna talk about electoral justice and the call for the results, but let's just clear that, so people get that straight. Your fight was justified. Unfortunately, the population was not ready yet. And that was the problem we get because we saw it coming. So we don't go for penetrate their party. But until now, Sierra Leoneans don't come to see exactly who they are and what they are. And that was the only reason why you had a backdrop. And secondly, it was the misconception that the judiciary system was sort of siding with you to fight against the APC. So those were the two issues that you had at hand, where we make it very difficult for the people to see where you were coming from. Talk to me on that.
Well, first of all, you notice when we start the fight, when I say, if we not do something as young people, as Sierra Leoneans, the results or the consequences, it will be really big. I try for reach out to you far back as 2018 or 2019, I try for reach out to you because I notice you know one of the people who vocal. In fact, there's a fellow by the name of Reform Bulldozer, where he said, them guy, they are reformers. He said, why they not join we? He said, because we listen to them, most of waiting and the talk, now waiting with the fight for. Why they not join we? But like you say, certain fights the way they go into, not all man they see them, you know, and all who that fight against me, I salute them. You understand? I salute them. The reason why I salute them, because they believe in something and they stand up for it. Nine alive. You understand? Stand up for something we believe in. And not can be say we all agree. If you agree saying that this is not the way, tin up day. Fight for it. So reality, all waiting happen. One time they were tweets. I say revenge is not on my to-do list. My to-do list where I put revenge not day. In other words, I understand. The people always come against me because what happen in politics, they say a dirty game. Some man look you paying, and not say able to not before you, and not say not go able you, it turn for life for you. You understand?
Right.
So I'm not saying a dirty game. Most of the things they put out there, they were baseless. The thing we'll do, we not even reply to them, we not answer them because we not say not correct.
Absolutely.
If now one person, the SLPP been afraid, now they talk to you so. Because they know say, if we were in the helm of affairs, the first very kill in a party office, you know what they mean? That it means at the end of it.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
So you cannot go in and shoot inside party office and then the next day then go talk to them, then come back, then they go back the second time, go shoot back, kill another person. So those are the things where they see, they say, this Maya will forfeit any kind way for puller. You talk about the judiciary and the case. The case will be get. I tell somebody say, even if we take that case, they will carry and go to Vietnam, where they don't know nothing. It's not possible I lost them. You understand?
Right.
Because the evidence, even Justice Fisher, where he gave final ruling,
Right.
he said, boy, if we have been get semblance, if we have been put 1 gram ballot box in, when I be for able to say, okay, this man not get case. He said, but there were no semblance of anything like election. You understand?
Right.
So that case then, at case one, no say, at the win. So the judiciary then do all if you notice in the end, then give me 9, then give them 12, then in the talker, then get 9, we get 12. Because they no say really for win the case or for go no more go give me that rogue verdict, enough for happen, number one. Number two, and not for agree. Now fair to the fair, just like this one, why don't Butupa and so, you know?
Right.
That result
Right.
say they come out.
If
They
I come
come
out.
out.
If I come out.
They come out.
But
Yes.
you know, I bring you back to the point again. Because some of we saw what the effect will be the effect. But we know say the people of Sierra Leone, the mindset was not prepared. There is no way, no matter how we before join you. Now we all have a so don't forget that. It was just that, you know, we will come up from different angles. But we all the cause we against them party. These are people that I defended, you know, fought for them. Say, you know, it's now we treat them with respect and dignity. But long as far as it don't go down, people don't come for see exactly what it is. And now it's so easy because now they know say, okay, oh, there were a lot of bad things for the empire. A lot of jealous they jealous the empire. Now because of the wickedness for the empire, to we the people, like today, they've lost an election with no loss. But unfortunately for them, the people know. Say, you know, the empire don't stand up for we, they don't fight for we, they don't defend we, and they see it now. So it's now very easy to, in a normal democratic space, get rid of these old heads out of the way. If APC gets a convention that is going to be free, fair, with no use of the government in power now for letting them manipulate things, I'm telling you, they have no chance. They don't stand no chance. Now make we see that they go and forget delegates, then buy delegates. We saw we don't hear audios that when they release, they come out, when they plan for the So going back from it, the fight is we're there. We don't get the people on our side now. It'll be easy for them to get them for see where we're coming from. And now I think they don't see them, and it's going to be easy. That's what I can tell you. That's the beautiful thing that came out of all of this. So no ill feelings there, but we knew that at that time there was no way we would win because the people were not mentally ready and prepared. No matter what we tell you that thing, they don't foresee them. Even when it goes to the lackadaisicalness, the laziness of parliament, we all side with this like today, the people not see them. Then they tell us forget about that for the members of parliament. Why I forget about that for somebody? I got America, they live my life. I can keep quiet and shut up and not even discuss it alone. It wouldn't even matter. But because we see and we get the exposure, we understand what democracy is all about. We say these guys that they get power. 105 of the Constitution make it clear with Parliament that is supreme legislative authority. So everything that happened, even at the time where UBA, ITGC and everything, the Parliament will get a responsibility for really, if they be doing a job, you would not have existed. But the Parliament failed in the responsibility, which was why you were able to come in and shine during that particular point in time. So thanks for that. At least we don't get that out of the way. Yes, sir. We don't get that out of the way. One other thing, because our campaign video them now, one other thing where I feel so we'll just brush out of the way real quick before we even come to the call for the ECSL to produce the results, because it's a shame. I mean, there's no way we will allow, you know, anybody for going to an elections and we not even get the results. Let me clear that tweet. Like I tell people, we're not, you know, pre-plan nothing. I will not discuss anything at this thing.
No.
Right on. And I know so you get a defense as to why you tweet. And of course, now you don't come around again and you say, hey, you know what, Dr. Samara Kamarabi don't call. And I think it's about time we all come join us together and fight this good fight for release the results of the elections. Let me put this on the screen here so you can see what I talk about. Let me see. Okay. I'm going to show you this tweet here real quick and tell me. Let me do it on the screen right. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But this is the tweet. All right. Can you see this tweet?
Yeah, they see him.
Okay. So, you want to talk on this tweet real quick?
Definitely. This tweet, the way I'm going to explain it for less Sierra Leonean they understand, especially the people that we want to use them against me, say I not get right for call.
Right.
For electoral injustice. Now, so me they call them. Right. The reason why they call them injustice is because they don't come up with a verdict we're not correct.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, injustice. So the reason is, let's put it this way: if you're not custom officer, you then Lunge Airport, then give you guidelines how for stamp somebody in passport for permit them for go inside salon where reach Lunge. Then give you them guidelines then they. Then somebody come with him passport. You look him, you look him face, you know say yes name. You look the passport make, you stamp him, say let go inside. You understand?
Right.
If the person go inside, then later then find out say that passport where that man use for come inside. The face na him face, but the name not to a name. You understand?
Right.
They get right, you get right for say yes, now maybe stamp him because of waiting. The day when Mohammed Kone, the commissioner, read the results,
Right.
he quotes the necessary constitutional instruments. You
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Right.
We get the power for so at the same thing, he quote him, and when you look at him, okay, now he get it right. Because now in the parliament where they talk about,
Right.
now in the parliament get it right for doing thing they do so. So when
Absolutely.
the man do that, in a civilized world, like I say, we don't see they don't kill the late white boy, may his soul rest in peace.
Yeah.
They don't kill the
That's so.
Mawa,
Mm-hmm.
may his soul rest in peace.
Yeah. So.
And then killing people in there, we don't see nothing happen. You understand?
Right.
So these tweets were tweets. Now for say, okay, this particular tweet this man announced, based on that, now so it be. And if you see the ending,
Right.
I say kudos, I give them kudos. Now, the international community, if anybody go back in the archives of the AYV, because the very day after the man announced the result, the next immediate program, now a press conference where the international community hold.
Right.
They outline all the things, then they say, overall, then go give the ECSL satisfactory, which means they almost fail. You understand?
Right.
So I say I joined them for tell them say satisfactory. So it was on that basis. But as it is now, my brother, we don't find out say this man, based on what in the US ambassador say, you understand?
Yeah.
Results not there. So
Result.
it just tell like when somebody count face, you don't allow and say, okay, now you face here go. Then they find out say the name not to him, and even that passport not correct. When they call him back, say, Paddy, who say he pull this passport? Give we evidence say this passport here legal or not legal. Now the same
Absolutely.
thing. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we had to clear that out. At least
Yes.
make them very clear to Sierra Leoneans they don't understand. Now we come to the actual reason for us doing this today. So this is the first letter that you actually sent, to ECSL,
Yes.
demanding the results of the June 24th elections. Of course, it's very clear there to the electoral commissioner, say they ask, for they give you the results of the elections. So it's very clear. So we don't see her. So we're going to go through this letter just briefly and quickly, and then we talk about her. If I read the first line there, you see I write to bring attention to the above subject in the spirit of patriotism and my love for democracy. Let me start by referencing the statement of the U.S. Ambassador to Sierra Leone, His Excellency Brian Hunt, on Radio Democracy 98.1 a few months ago regarding the lack of results from the 2023 elections. This statement from the U.S. Ambassador is four statements to the actors he outlined. The U.S. Ambassador was saying the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, ECSL, the All People's Congress, APC, and the Sierra Leone People's Party, SLPP, have not produced any credible results that justify the announcements made by the National Returning Officer. Alfred, I think people don't see this letter already. I don't think we need to read the whole detail there. But tell me, give me an insight into, of course, you don't tell me, from the congratulatory message we send, but now you realize, yes, hey, there's no results. And Dr. Samuel Kamara, don't come and can join me and say, hey, guys, we have to fight, for this result. Talk to me about, what changed, at what point, you say, you know what, let me join Salon people and for fake this fight?
Well, the letter basically clear states waiting change. Okay. I use the word forak. I put them in uppercase because na a word we no popular it, you know. If you go look at dictionary, you might not even find that word.
I can imagine.
Okay? Yes. Forak means for action. For action.
Right.
When the US ambassador go sit on the radio, say the election will take place in Sierra Leone, results no day. Basically, it'll tell the APC party say, it'll tell Sierra Leoneans and say, una always vote in that election. Results no day. This man just grab, he go announce. So when I see that, I say, wait a minute, is this for true? I even call people for verify. They say, yes, the man say. You understand?
Right.
So I don't think there's anything else left for anybody when a Sierra Leonean. Forget about me. You, everybody when a Sierra Leonean will participate in that particular election for us, for the ECSL, let them produce the results. Because the detailed results now we they look for. You understand? Let them produce the detailed result. What will happen, in fact, when I go back and do some research on the 28th, because I think the announcement was made on the 26th or so, and then on the 28th, the EU EOM, that's how they call it, 2020 Sierra Leone. They issue a statement, they write a letter to the Electoral Commission. They write a letter to the ECSL. The detailed results.
Right.
That letter there, me not be see am. If I after me own commot,
Right.
now somebody send that to me from Europe. You understand?
Right.
A member of parliament, now the EU Parliament, stand on to me. Say, listen, we said we don't look for this, we ask for this.
Right.
So the notion say now I grab, not to say I do am because of anything, but when an ambassador of the caliber of the United States go now we own local radio station, he say, by the way, results no dey. Now message is sent.
Right.
So me and you, when a Sierra Leonean, we
Right.
believe in democracy. We believe in democracy, regardless of party affiliation. We for grab and ask us.
Yeah.
If it's this result,
Right.
you understand?
Right.
Me, them go for producer. All man no say then the producer. You understand? They have to. They don't get choice. Then get for producer. But if you not sit down, everybody sit down say, well, if they want a producer or not, because Bakuma they look and say, if you can't ask for result, na Dr. Samurai they go first. It's not about him. Let's tell people a good way all man they listen. The last time I spoke to Dr. Samura was November 2023. Okay?
Okay.
That was the Thursday before the coup. We go visit him because we get the APC for all, which is wanting everybody on board now the party, regardless of tribe. Even if you be non go other party, you regret it. One can everybody for camp. Now so politics they work. Now numbers get not begin put barricade, begin say this and that. So we then move the APC for all. We decide for meet with stakeholders. We met with JFK. We met with Petito. We met Dr. Kelfala Mara. Sorry why they cut the name. I know say they're all the ambassador and a doctor and this, you know. But we met with them. We met with Sam Suma. We met with Dr. Samura Kamara. The next person we for meet with Dr. Richard Conteh. Now in the coup happen because we schedule for the next. You know, say the coup happen at Sunday, Saturday night, Sunday morning. So after the coup, after that, now we see all operation for the APC for all movement. But from that November, when we meet with Dr. Samura, we not get conversation. No. This thing what they say, so the electoral injustice, where they want to put Pawin and Sierra Leone, You know they do them because of Dr. Samura, because of this. They do them because you love democracy in your country. Now make
Absolutely.
we have everybody were involved for come out. Ask ECSL, let them produce this result. We make this particular man the duly elected president. As where the man read. Who say pull the result? Show we are.
Absolutely. Yeah.
This is a simple thing.
Absolutely.
And yes, I not say you go, you get all the detail based on what you do. By the way, that's very good. You remind me of the guy who been they do meets the press.
Ah,
Now,
ah,
where
right,
where they bring out the information, then he asks. So I know I'm
right.
preempt to the next stage, but I believe say you get all that question.
No, no. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't mind you flowing because this is all about you. But you get the angle. But again, I know, like how you say, and this is what myself, Catchbox and everybody else, we don't say the whole time. Like, this is not about Dr. Samara Kamara. It's about all of us as Sierra Leoneans. It's a collective fight for preserve and safeguard democracy. That is what we're doing. So even when you listen to Dr. Samara Kamara again, but I know say somehow, of course, him will contest the election as the flag bearer. I mean, the spirit, the fighting spirit we don't maintain, I'm sure somehow inspire you for say, you know what, man, come on, let me get on board now. Because if yourself you don't give up, I'm sure you still can come and stand up and, come and fight for the election like how you fight for us so now. But it's very instrumental where he say he's the last man standing. And then you don't come join them. Of course, again, we know your position within the APC as the chairman of the ITGC, we take me into, conventions and everything. So in that capacity, Sierra Leoneans are very appreciative of the fact that you make this effort. Because people are looking. Sierra Leonean people, they watch. And that is why again, it go back to earlier way before Cashbox come join me. What I tell you, say, that time we be the fight that fight, it was not a winnable fight. That time they were not for do the party, nothing. They were impenetrable, bruh. Because the mindset. But now it is very clear to see, and they appreciate you coming in at this particular point in time. Then see the good people in Sierra Leone. They know the majority are with us. So that is the beautiful thing of what is actually happening. But just to remind you, I go play this real quick.
For the Assembly candidate to win at the
says.
first ballot. The APC has also been able to demonstrate the gross inconsistencies and mathematical impossibilities in the ECSL's partial 60% and final 100% announced presidential results. It is noteworthy that this only confirmed reports are skepticism by local and international elections observers. Considering these findings, one of our key recommendations is for a rerun of the elections to be conducted by ECOWAS immediately.
Right there. Kashi, by the way, say hello to the family. Alfred, as you can see, you're the Alfred and Jerry. Let's say hello.
Yes.
And then we go allow you for come and talk about this rerun part of this whole thing. Go ahead,
Absolutely. Good evening, me family, and pleasure being with you guys. Alfred Peter Conteh, and of course my own Mr. Fona. And by the way, I think I started listening to you guys on my way, and I think those languages, like now the one way, because again it goes back to something where we listened to a few years back, myself, Ibrahim, and Comic Creator, where like a, a guy in Nigeria talked about this, something similar, where he say, you know, when an engineer make mistake building a bridge, maybe it will just affect 10 people. Again, one person safe not for die on like just stupidly like that. When a doctor make mistake, it affects like maybe one person. Wasting time, that mistake they could be terminal and stuff like that. A lawyer make mistake, they would jail somebody and stuff like that. But the politician, when they make mistake, it affects a whole nation. And I think that, those kind of like utterances to say politics not dirty game, I think we ought to begin to stop that, because when it becomes dirty, filthy, it affects all of us. And then I think that's the whole thing will affect you with your fight, even though it will come across like it was a good fight. Although I think we have to look into the future now. But before we look into the future, people must ask questions about, your stand in the past. So we build from there. And I think with all of those things, branding politics that shapes life, we're responsible for the hospital, responsible for the water system, responsible for the education system, the finances, the economy. Like, I think if we brand it being a dirty, filthy, stinking game, it affects all of us. And I think, it's a pleasure being here. And I know I all are supposed to tell I do, and I'm supposed to go into all this, but I can be a talkative sometimes.
Oh no, that's cool. But yeah, Kashi, we did right at the point where Alfred Peter Conteh, of course, write this letter to ECSL demanding, the results of the June 24th, 2023 elections. And some people at the grassroots level appreciate that, which is very instrumental because somebody like we get a very powerful voice where they don't see say don't can join them today. I think it's it's a very powerful thing, and we appreciate her for that. And we know say across Sierra Leone delegate today right now, everybody, definitely look forward to this particular conversation and interview we get. But I'll not be one for read the letter because we already get her there. But after Alfred Peter Conteh wrote this letter, if anything, the APC came with a rebuttal. They say, oh, Alfred Peter Conteh no get no right, qualify, under no capacity for even talk on behalf of APC or for talk as APC person. So talk to us about that, Alfred.
Well, this basically now one of the things away for Sierra Leoneans eyes, especially members of APC. Okay, Lansana Doumbouya, when are the de facto Secretary General, that's so me they call it come out not till after the ECSL letter it come out. One letter there where maybe you want to see it, the one to the US ambassador directly. Okay, that it was after that letter. If you read Lansana Doumbouya in statement, it referenced the two letters. You understand? What's in the thing where come to mind, where Boku people tell me, they say, Brian, now we know say, them people here really don't sell game. They say from where we come up convention, you don't they put out letter. You put out press release them in those early days. Then later, this enter you put out hope to Sierra Leoneans, where they try to bring people back together. You don't use this chairman name all along. They say one day, put out a disclaimer. Now, only when you question the ECSL, you ask for the results, and the man come out and put out a disclaimer. It says, show say, then why they don't sell game. You understand?
Absolutely.
This is now what people they tell me. But it makes sense. It makes sense. First of all, Lansana Doumbouya, now the first man will come immediately after the election. It's a matter beyond to a president.
Right.
It took him.
Yeah.
It's a because and we begin to see the next thing this man go quiet,
Yep.
talk again, we not get read from him. This is the way where I say for rack, now for action from the
Right.
ECSL, where that man go where the US ambassador make the statement. Now this is not the thing. Lansana Doumbouya, now if for use that opportunity as the de facto Secretary General,
Right.
say ECSL produce the result.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. Then they're on the tour right now. They say they want peace tour or waiting. You know the easiest way they bring peace? Now do so. If you want APC come together, all of these people, now make a challenge them. Who don't want to be flag bearer? Who don't want to be anybody inside APC? Join me. Join
Right.
we all.
Absolutely.
Join the people who respect for electoral justice or injustice. Injustice I call them.
Absolutely.
We want to say that injustice what they do, and for reverse them. Show we the result. Easy. Today, if they all join, say we ask ECSL for the result. Every district chairman join, say we ask ECSL for the result. Now peace. Now unity that. That's
right.
we get one common purpose.
Absolutely.
Because right, the majority of APC, I listened to one comrade, senior comrade, way been there, Mr. Conteh, he interviewed. He said the majority of the diaspora, and a salon believe say them for produce this result. You understand? So if this group they go, then they go and bring the marginalized people, they pull in for other people, they do this, they not they try for ask for the result. Lansana Dumbuya, in a letter, he said they don't address the situation with ECSL via a secured communication channel. That's what Lansana Dumbuya said. What would I tell we na Salom say? Would I say election? Election not through negotiation in the winner. No, election not through the ballot box.
Absolutely.
Election, when people then go vote in Sierra Leone, the first rounds, we dey look for four different outcomes,
Right.
four types of results. The first one, then go tell you say nobody get 55%, but na candidate A the lead.
Right.
You So in the election we done so, there's a possibility now that na the scenario.
Yeah.
Scenario number two, then go tell you say nobody not get 5%, and then two parties for go the next election. You
Right.
understand?
Right.
First and second. So all of this is good. The reason why me sit down and looking at the time, say let we ask for the result. Asking for the result, it not cost money.
No.
ECSL not go say, well, we not get money for recount. No, the results where you announce, we not they ask for other one. No.
Yeah.
The one where you announce, just produce them.
That's it.
It not cost money, it not
No.
cost
No.
nothing. You
No.
understand? So I they use this platform for ask Sierra Leoneans, the teachers union, the nurse them, because we all vote, all man
Absolutely.
vote.
Yeah.
Even the soldier they will vote, the policeman they will vote, then West them vote. Some of them think they will don't reach the age vote.
Right.
Then parents they vote.
Yeah.
The people they will vote. And why we ask for the result? Listen, if Sierra Leoneans we sit down, we take this, then we're useless. We now make we not to nincompoop.
Absolutely.
Me, this result if come out.
Absolutely.
So when we ask for result, money not involved. Oh. You know, tell we say, like how Pope Camara got some spokesman, they go say, oh, money not the community not get money. No, money not needed for pool results when you don't announce. You get them.
Absolutely.
Just
Yeah.
put them out, let we see them. Now
You
make
know,
one
Alfred Peter
that
Conteh, I'm sorry. Sorry. I don't mean for cut you off, and I love the way you're flowing right now. But
it's
crucially, like what you're saying right now about the results, it doesn't cost money. Because you see, one thing where we hold that the fact that without the results, it destroys our credibility, destroys our reputation, it destroys people placing confidence on us, right?
ex-
So this is the thing. This is the thing, and not to take you back, not to take you back at all, but crucially, like we saw your tweet, like just after the elections, and no one would fault you about it because maybe you said it on the premise that the ECSL announced results based on like the real result, but you congratulated Madabio. So I wouldn't fault you to say now you change your mind, because I wouldn't say change your mind, because simply like now that the evidence are there, the US ambassador actually tell we say ECSL, APC, SLPP not get a result. So I think for me, for any right-minded person can say, okay, even though I tweeted this, but like now, like because the elections and all that, what made you like? Was it out of frustration that the way APC treated you? Was it the fact that like APC did not listen? You foresaw these things, so you rushed to congratulate Madabio, and now your position is kind of like changed for the better for the people of Sierra Leone.
well, then he say gods and fool now they not a change, no so?
Absolutely.
Yes. But I don't want to go down that path. What I want to do, I may explain this, but I think you've been the drive. So you know
Yes.
Right.
Actually, we don't
Right.
address that issue there, but
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But I
So
give you
so
quick one, just quick
okay.
one.
Yeah. Please.
Okay. How I
Yeah.
explain them. I say me na immigration officer, Sidon Dunge, okay? And plain land, all man they car inside. Somebody give me passports. We get what we call guidelines before I stamp your passport. things that they were for look for inside the passports. No, so you don't come na either before or na either number 5. People lensing up na the line. I take you passport. I look the picture. I look you na you. You understand? I say okay. This is cash box, and you get his passport. You get visa, a stamp. You understand? I allow you for go inside. After you go inside, we already say that man where you be stamped, that paper where you stamp, that passport then a fake passports. You understand?
Yeah.
Now in this, me come and
Yeah.
congratulate say because
Yeah.
the man quotes the instruments.
Yeah.
It quotes the constitutional instruments
Absolutely.
where parliament be non say
Yeah.
now get right for do this. So
Yeah.
on that grounds, brother,
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
reason he did it. It
And
was not based on malice or anything, you know.
absolutely.
And I believe say, that tweets were put out. You understand?
Hmm. Hmm.
That's where people go and use. But this is the reason. But now we don't
Yeah.
find out say fake passports. So my
Absolutely.
friend, me will stamp and they call you back say you can't rig we or waiting show we you passports. Now they ask so. Now the
Absolutely.
question is,
No, I
yeah,
agree.
Absolutely.
I agree. I agree.
Absolutely.
I agree. I
You
agree.
know,
Absolutely.
that's yeah. You know, Alfred, you're flowing, Alfred. You mentioned the fact that you call on the police. You want to take again from that trend for calling on every Sierra Leonean, the imams, pastors, these people, everybody, crucially so.
exactly. In fact, that's the point. Every Sierra Leonean, you know, things that they would happen as salon where we can say this thing only salon it be.
Right,
You understand?
right.
People don't see. I think before I come in, I watch him in the put. I think Mozambique
Yeah,
outside,
yeah.
where the people they say they're not. You
No,
understand?
right.
And
Mm.
Liberia, I get friends in Liberia, parliamentarians where they say that thing can never happen in Liberia.
No way.
You understand? So
Mm-mm.
this is salon no more, and we they say everybody, student union, national student union, join we for ask for the results. Okay, nurses, doctors, all this association we vote, una ask for result. E no make una political, e no make una APC, e no make una SLPP, e no make una anything. Una just say pull the results. That's all. And this is not fair way. Nobody no can make. Pull the result. If the result is there, Mr. Conteh, now he can announce. Tell we say this man now he win. Pull the result. Let I tell you what happened. The letter was write to the U.S. ambassador where I want to go read, now they the bomb drop. You understand?
There you go.
I asked the man, say, basically, I don't ask him, but state say they held a tripartite for 6. The initial agreement of the tripartite, then so they go investigate the election. Now the SLPP end of the tripartite camp, then say no, we for examine past elections. The APC side agree. Let we examine. No, so
Right.
Yeah.
in my own view, the tripartite now like post-mortem. You want find out, say, waiting, kill this person. No go look am. So then come for can look, waiting, kill the election, waiting bad pan the election. The first thing when you need not the body, no so
Right.
sir. You need the body. So the body
Yeah.
now the results.
Right.
The results now the evidence. So how we go for 6 months una examine? What una examine?
Exactly.
This is the question what posed to the US ambassador when make Lansana Dumbuya. This is what happen. We say, oh, because what una examine for 6 months?
Yeah.
After the appetite, Uda can sit down with in a press conference and tell we what happen, what not happen.
Right.
Nobody
No.
understand.
Right.
So what una examine? The first thing in that sits down is the result. I believe say members of parliament go parliament because they hope say in this particular thing then they go do, then they
Right.
go examine the result.
Right.
No results, no there. Why would I continue? That's the first question. So my point here is there were no results, then call them, ask them for results, they refuse for give because they don't have one. You
Absolutely.
understand? So
Yes.
me don't join, me they join, and I must say most of them have been in the fight already for rerun and all that. Me come say, let's produce the result. Because me look and say, bruh, when you eat, you the bet,
Yeah.
you chant
Yeah.
well.
Right.
So if you not bet, not charm, why would they say low swella? Rerun, you see rerun in a natural one. You understand?
Right.
What if the results come out and say that Dr. Samura win hands down? No need for then we they ask for rerun. You don't see
Right.
him.
Right.
Don't make mistake. Let the man produce the result
Right.
and then we go look at it from that point of view. So me they ask, let me tell you, most of these civil society organization that were mentioned, the
Right.
National Student Union, National Union of Students, and all these things, then he ask for results.
Right.
But if the leadership them, the people where they had like the SLTU, Sierra Leone Teachers Union, if they don't compromise them, then
Right.
say they're not the act, guess what? Schools them can be the acts.
Yep.
Or the district, like Cambia district, Kailan
Right.
district, both district teachers union, they write letter, say we don't bypass because SLTU, no one acts. We, now both districts, we want the
Right.
result. We,
Yep.
any want the result. Let we ask for this result. Let them not view we as Sierra Leoneans as stupid fools. You
Yes.
understand? Who
Absolutely.
sign at the wall? Who sign at the wall? You go conduct an election, results not it. But
Thank
we're
you.
not a take. We're not a taker. We're not a
Nowhere.
taker.
Nowhere. Absolutely.
Ibrahim, like Mr. Alfred, you see, you really hit a point about this result now the body now post-mortem. Like in other words, like let we get the body for examine exactly what kill the person. But crucially, maybe since I will say this, and it will be part of a question as well. Do you think like this cavalry where this status quo, because I think for way too long salon people don't be captured, like their minds, like they don't even allow for think for themselves. You really think, and it goes back to like maybe the ruling back in your days, like in hindsight, this where people banned from taking part in like the politics of the APC, so much so that Madabio captured them through the COI. It captured them through like different factors, so much so that it's like a payback time for make them actually kind of like support this process. So like the people of Sierra Leone go suffer because they believe in this political class where now by turn then they eat the people. Like were there people in this all ruling official where they were banned, and like these are the people where they see now the fight for the electoral injustice.
Bruh, you hit the nail right on the head. The first thing we then do, then weaponize the judiciary. Okay? And most of these people then get hooked. That's why when something come, they read them. I want to go to the Wando campaign. Maybe I miss some. I want to show me who say that chairman day when I then put. Who say he campaign for Dr. Samura Kamara? Me,
Thank you.
me, I go tell you, say, they injunct me. I was under an injunction. You understand? And the injunction banned me from doing that anything. But I go tell you, say, even once I sit down, I print dozens of polo where I give to people. I say, when I go. Because why I say, APC no get polo. Now I say, my friend, pull polo there. Because people they ask me for polo. You understand? I give polo because I not go do it openly. I not go do it publicly. So in reality, when you look at everything we don't happen, then they use the judiciary. Me, the man, they're not campaign with the man. You understand?
No.
This na trap you fall into. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But then forget say we kind and they una
Right.
me because we are not a over we
Uh-uh.
no because we not agree. You understand?
Mm-mm,
Right.
All
mm-mm.
this they don't calculate 2028. Then they go give them this. Then this. How you go win election? You
Yeah.
win election. You people and they suffer.
Yeah.
Things they go wait. You say we win, no, but don't wait for. Una wait. Now make I tell Lance and Adumbuya in me reply. Una do it. Una they do.
Right.
This constitution when me sabi the Salon constitution. Sign out they way say na through negotiation first they win.
For the
Na
time.
through
No.
No,
first
no.
president.
Section 5, subsection 2 makes it very clear in our constitution. It says sovereignty belongs to the people, and the government derives its legitimacy, its authority, and its power from the people. So it is sacrosanctly clear. We know all in and we don't establish them. And the beautiful thing again is we all go testify to this. The people of Sierra Leone, the grassroots of the Sierra Leone, of across political parties, not just APC, but even SLPP people are disgruntled as well. Because they're not saying a bad precedence this way, they said we got for suffer tomorrow. They see the advent of Shaka Stevens, 67, all the way 68, stay to 1985, we hand over to Momo, and then of course, the coup d'etat of 1992, we pull Momo out power with Manabio in charge and all these other people stress at it. But we don't see them. So they're not saying when you set a bad example, it's going to hit you. But what I want to do real quick, Tashi and Alfred, if you allow me, Botswana recently gets an elections. I want let me remind Sierra Leoneans them. Country to your one democratic government to another. This is Botswana. Let's check this out.
To Botswana, which is seeing its first change in government in almost 60 years. President Mokwetsi of the ruling Botswana Democratic Party is seeking its first change in government in almost 60 years. President Mokwetsi of the ruling Botswana Democratic Party has conceded defeat after being roundly beaten in parliamentary elections this week.
Celebrations began after a surprise landslide victory for Botswana's main opposition party. And this man, Duma Boko, a human rights lawyer, is said to be the country's next president. The victory of his party, the Umbrella for Democratic Change, broke the ruling Botswana Democratic Party's 6-decade-long grip on power. In a country of some 2.6 million people, many have expressed frustration against the ruling elite.
I'm glad that we have a change in government. We were unhappy because of unemployment. Now we look forward to seeing what the new government will do for us.
I'm so happy.
I'm so happy how our elections went. All we wanted was change to a new government.
Yes, you're good at your job, but your processes, though.
Sorry about the advert. But yeah, this is the incumbent
Botswana's incumbent president Mokwetsi Masisi conceded defeat even before final results were announced. He assured a smooth transition of power in the coming days.
We will begin all administrative work to facilitate the transition, and I assure you that I will not take any actions to hinder or slow down this process.
The Harvard-educated attorney Duma Boko formed the UDC party.
This is democracy right there. The Botswana people don't make the decision. This is what we're talk about. Talk to me, Alfred. Look at that.
Well, listen, Botswana and a country where law from one small. Then we get a president who they call President Masiri. When that man they take interview
in 2012 to unite.
When they take interview BBC, you love Motaman with selfless. So now the culture, the leadership culture, Botswana, the money value past the US, now one of the strongest economy, free education up to university, but still the slightest thing the previous president do, where people go apply and say, work nodi. Not about cool. Then population not even reach 3 million. You understand?
Right.
The people come out, they replace them. Yeah. Botswana they not get university up until the 1970s.
Yes.
Late 70s, and then get university in Botswana. Right. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
If up to the late 1970s, then we get university. When you go Salon, we get the first university.
Yeah.
You
West
understand?
Africa. Mm-hmm.
In West Africa. And when you look at the development of Botswana, you look at everything where happen.
Oh yeah.
Because I go there recently.
Okay.
When you look at everything happen, the development, you never believe yourself now Africa you did.
True.
You know,
true.
But
there's this guy, Woody Maya. We do
Yes.
what am I, like Ghanaian YouTuber? I be going to Botswana, I do a presentation on that. So you're right. It's amazing, beautiful country, man.
Yeah, you look at Sierra Leone. We don't get independent from who stem that. Botswana and Adamo no more than get to.
Yeah.
You understand?
Right.
Adamo, I no more than concentrate man. Let's put it this way.
Right.
We now so we get all kinds of timber that nothing not they happen. Electricity not there. This government not there power. Na 7 years they go so. 10 hours not get light.
Nothing.
Electricity where you go say this is sustainable. I see recently go sit down, then they look at electricity, then they try for talk, say we want to look into electricity. 7 years.
It's so shameful.
You know? So the people of Salon, it's time let us stand up. I'm telling you, grab and say no. We start first with the result. Let us that result be. We're not for taken. We cannot continue like this. We're talking of almost 64 years of independence. We don't get nothing for
nothing to show.
Right? If you go Salona, poverty, don't say that it costs the country, but it's the fact where you gonna eat a see people not get nothing. There's no structure. Last night, 4 people lost their life. Bodo's born. Where the Bodo's born? Somebody went picking come America. He go vacation. He died at 18 years old.
Oh.
You understand? Yes. It's because we not get standard, we not get structure. Where you go for go help the institutions and then get the people there and they pay money and for don't be you begin make so. No, some of you sit there, Brahmi. I sit there not to say anything. I don't want the whole government work.
No.
Even before I came America, I work for Sierra Leone. Not to government work. You understand?
Right.
I came America, not to government work. When I go salon, my own money will sweat. Now they use for help. So for let we sit down, we say no, it's about time. Let the people come together. We can still make,
Yeah.
Mr. Mr. Conteh, again, sorry. Ibrahim,
no, you're good. I was going to say come in because I want to ask you guys if you feel say Alfred Peter Conteh go for go salon again after this. I mean, basically, but I'll come present the letter. But go ahead.
Well, I mean, that question, I think, for me, the man I've seen and heard, I don't feel say I see I'm like somebody will go fear for do that.
Okay.
I mean,
right.
Of course, like again, I'm not trying to give you some sweetness here.
Because now
like,
he's going against the status quo. So that protection where he gets where it was quiet, it's not gonna happen no more. Now we're gonna talk na airport na from there in the arrest time for crime on Pademba Road. We don't know.
Yes, go.
My brother. Listen, I think I know the problem. What did you explain to? People afraid. You know how they go all press conference? Now before Pademba Road.
Right.
Not to fail, right? The one all imagine how much people felt me, the government, the them party then de facto because then get game where they say if we left this they pull you maybe go there for win the 2023 election first rounds we not go second. That's what I go for. If they be agree,
crucially, Mr. Alfred, I know you're on the roll, but you see, and as I say, Ibrahim asked me the question. I don't think, based on what I've seen and heard, I don't think that kind of possibly. But might ask you, I think we for look at the future, this result, electoral justice. Look at the injustice, like where they go under the country, because everything that you're saying here, people get to understand. Again, Ibrahim and Alfred, you see, waiting salon people are not able to grasp today. Now the fact that they do not understand that these principles them where they fight for, that in they bring wealth. I think this is the concept where they're not able to get today. They just feel say, get me lane and all that thing. They have to understand that without democracy, cannot go there and not get light. Without democracy, electricity would always be our problem. Without democracy, and I don't say democracy like now the world, because the fact is, it's the principle where we don't adapt as a country. Now, if we don't see with the practice, any deviation from it, like, would lead to suffering. But Mr. Conteh, might I just ask you something? I'm not deviating here. According to the ruling, they asked Ian Sane for, disclose like some financial information and all that. he ever do, without going into detail, with it? He ever publish this information, or was it just sidelined again? And the reason why I'm asking these questions is because could it be that, na so man business with a part for for me, and for for you, Euro Balka, Sika Balkafa, because like now these guys wants to like kind of like appease Madabio. So some of like the COI cases, I can give you a typical example, like the petroleum issue, like the local commercial bank when they bailed local commercial bank back in the days. The case still in a court with the guy who will be actually the head Salon Petroleum at the time, Raymond something. He's still in court. But like Kelfalamara was one of the people where they accused of that. But Kelfalamara, they don't kind of like, discharge or kind of like discharging case or say
He was the finance minister.
It was culpable. Yes, it was the finance minister. To the extent when he was launching his campaign, one of his achievements that he boasted about was the bailout of local commercial banks.
Right.
But yet still, this Raymond guy, he's still in a court.
Okay, fella is free, flying around the world.
Yes, they fly around the campaign like for 2028 and all anything in it. Again, this is the disturbing bit with some of these guys. Do they really understand what drives an economy? Because I don't feel say salon people. I think this is a fight where we have to tell the people that talking about your suffering, look at yourself. It is because democracy is not functioning. But I ask you the question. You don't need to go in detail. And if you don't want to talk about it, it's fine. Yes, and then according to the ruling, I believe we all read it. It was supposed to produce like what they for audit time, a forensic audit. That forensic audit they ever happen?
The forensic audit happened because the court order, which is we have to do it. You understand?
Yeah.
We did. The judge been give a deadline, and we did it. We meet the requirement of the judge. So the audit come, the forensic audit come. Now they approve say this group, because the judge not say let we audit the APC party from 19 Jubilee to now. Except from the time when they take office illegally, which was 2017, October. So the day we give a verdict, which was April 28, 2022. So in the space of 5 years, when they check the amount of money unaccounted for inside the APC account, it was over 8 billion leons. Okay? So that audit report, they submit it to me, and I give it to the rest of the members of the
Actually, 8
committee.
billion is how much in dollars?
Could that be about $500,000?
In those days, it's probably $400,000.
Yeah, 400,000. But now it could be about around 500,000. Yeah.
So it's sweet for one party.
So when they do this, when the thing come, we give it to everybody in the committee, and it be leak out. It go to the public. Okay. But what I do, I take a copy of that forensic audit report, put a cover letter, sign them, send them to the judge where order we for do the audit report. Because I know not tell you waiting for do with the report. Then 30 members then they now the APC, Paul Mandela and others, then say no, this one now the money we eat so now party money. You understand? So what would they do? Will they take this to the ACC, because the APC not to just a party where they stand alone. It's a quasi government. You understand? And most of the things that already happen, the constitution guide we have for runner. So a copy, when I listen, a copy of that, then take them, then send them to the ACC. What did the ACC say? The ACC say they lost them. You understand? So they not investigate them, nothing not happen. The judge not do anything. When I really also. So yes, and we investigate them. And when you talk of assets they lost. We get the building at Putney Street, the 5-story APC building. We're still on film. Yanda again, I think some $100,000 unaccounted for. So a lot of things happen when no accounts not. Party assets basically is scanty. Motkaren Park, where no get key, we don't know that gets them. So the audit report, yes, it been come out, we put them out. But people in Salon for understand. We problem. I listened to one guy we make small audio. He talk about, I think he talk about Mozambique or something. He say about Salon, una just they take them anyhow they do.
Right.
So we they create this. Botswana, they don't change the government.
Yeah.
The same thing and they happen in a democratic country.
Absolutely.
If the governor now you state not perform, then they change her. No,
Oh, yeah. Simple.
So
But Alfred,
yeah,
let me bring this.
One second. Last week, like very quickly, do you know last week in the UK, you see, like what you talk, so like giving reference to Botswana, then just depend on Diamond and all that, and you see again, Ibrahim and Alfred, I think the focus now with people and get for understand the value of democracy, the value of the principle where you don't say now EU the practice. Do you know in the UK, the lady when I think like the foreign minister or so or deputy transport minister or something like that, years back in the campaign, Eli say then thieving phone. And then I find out say she was lying, they're not thieving phone. She had to resign from her position. What this tells you, it tells you anybody will get bad name, where they destroy a government or a country in reputation, should be getting rid of. Simple. But in Salon, you see, this is the reason, Ibrahim, since you started talking about civic education. Seriously, I think the biggest assets, the best we can do for Sierra Leoneans, now forget the civic education.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is the beautiful thing, because they like it today, again, it goes back to the point where they say, Alfred Peter Conteh, myself, yourself, Cashbox, or anybody that Sierra Leone contest for flag bearership within the APC, they're going to win that election in a free and fair, race. They will win that election and get rid of these guys. Then they go sit down first and go, let's fix this country.
But Ibrahim, if they can only, you and I, Alfred Peter Conteh, of course, you and Alfred Peter Conteh, I will exempt myself for now. You can only win it when the people are not be civically educated.
Oh, they're civic.
As it is right now, one bag rest still they convince the people. Like imagine these politicians are responsible for the death of their parents, but when them picking and die, now the politicians go give them.
Yes.
They do not understand
Kashi,
the death of those people is because of bad politics.
Kashi, it goes back to before we joined, we talked about the whole thing where we start off, say the mindset until we Alfred begin this fet. It was not a winnable fight because the people they would have never in a million years see what's in the happening so right now in Believer. But now they don't see, so they don't join the fight. And that is why it's going to be a smooth and easy ride. But at the end of the day, we don't say these guys are in cahoots with the current government for Sikh protection. And we see
I think Ibrahim, again, to that point, I don't want to steal this whole thing. You see, I think Alfred Peter Conteh himself not really helped himself back. You see, because I know and I understand maybe there is a reason for that. Because, for instance, using Gevao as a lawyer, for instance. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, Naya, Alfred Peter Conteh. Because those things, it kind of like easy for many party use them. Say, oh, you see, now SLPP lawyer you go use. It tells you see, maybe you had no option. Maybe it was like, you last resort, basically. But, you see, some of those things made it easy for the party for twist them around and say, oh, you see what's going on here?
Well, a good one. Just for the point of correction, the NRM be Givao. But when I look and say they not achieve waiting at the goal, which is we have to democratize the party. My own lawsuit, not about my own Jesse Django. Okay? Jesse Django, I mean use.
Yes.
So not a member of parliament for the SLPP, not to anything. Now lawyer with the practice and one of the best lawyers now that country there, because we all see 22, 25 lawyers against him one time na court. It just hold to that small truth we'll get now stand and we win. You know? So, and at the same thing, this matter where people, like when Ibrahim said, me go salon, bro, what are they ask for? If you arrest me because I ask you for produce results, eh? So that's the most ridiculous thing you go arrest person for. Produce the results, that's all.
But Alfred, we even hear people from the SLPP side, they threaten the lives of, even like Dr. Sabara Kamara as an example now, without giving them any reference to this platform. Like, but the area of deals they will go out and say they get Dr. Sabara Kamara under his scope. You know, if they want to buy him anytime, they can buy him anytime. That because of the imams them or the pastor they already did at church between them. You know, we don't hear anything about just because this man stand up for say, hey, give me the results of the elections of June 24, 2023. But that's a conversation for another day. But let's do this, Alfred. This is the letter we write to the American ambassador. And we will read them quick. You know, let's salute people and know exactly what we're talking about. There is Excellency Brian David Hunt. Request for you to join Sierra Leoneans in the call for the election results of 24th June 2023 held in the Republic of Sierra Leone. Your Excellency, let me start by thanking the government and the people of the United States of America for their tremendous support to the people of Sierra Leone over the years. Your government's timely financial support of $1.5 million in the recently concluded election-related tripartite committee's endeavor and the $480 million from the Millennium Challenge Corporation grant towards upgrading the outdated energy sector in the Republic of Sierra Leone is highly appreciated. It is my hope and prayer that your good intentions come to fruition. So this was a great letter, I think, calling on the ambassador. And we all don't see, Alfred, how the ambassador don't switch in language. Of course, over the past few, I think Sir Alfred left me small. Over the past few, we see where the American ambassador don't switch in language over the past few weeks and months coming after the tripartite committee recommendations. To the point where they can we all now say, hey, listen, results not there. So, of course, we compel you to write this letter. By the way, did you get a response back from the ambassador from this letter we write them?
Well, you know, some communication they go on at the background.
Okay.
I'm not privy for say them yet, but we go finalize them.
Okay.
The reality is, before I answer this, do remind me but I'll get something what I want to use. Okay? What I want to talk. Sorry. You know, when I look at APC with party, the reason they wait and give. You know, in the rich time, I'm not been the follow. Let's face the fact. I just say, you know, these people they go into trap and low see they come out. So during all that time, we've been just the.
Yeah.
But when you look at the propaganda, the attempt to smear the image of Dr. Samura in the sense that this guy now he not do anything. He go meet with the president. So because he go meet with the president, we not care again. Now we know, but because he go meet with the president, we not care again. You know, when I look at all those type of things, then you look the people the way they say them what they did. Like how you say, then don't hold them. If the man go meet with the president, at the end, you just play his statement.
Right.
We read. That statement, in fact, I wake the diaspora.
Right.
People say, oh, this guy lied them in the life. That's not one. He do an interview with the VOA where he said the same thing.
Absolutely.
You understand?
Yep.
What he happens is he's cool, he's quiet, he's diplomatic. Yeah.
Right.
Very. So on that grounds, people they look and say, oh, now this, that. But what they look at, who that said, my brother, this letter we read so to the US ambassador, and prompt this de facto executive for come out and issue a disclaimer.
Yes.
What's it wrong for ask for the result? Like I tell you earlier on, if anybody they look for United APC, the one side where they unite, the uniting factor, who say they unite the party, ask for the result.
Absolutely.
You see, people say rerun, like I say, now the result then determine if we need rerun or we not. We don't need that. You understand? The results then they determine if runoff or not. Gonna run off daily. Rerun means all these other candidates who participate in the old one, they all can participate back. You understand? But we don't know what's in the inside this result. Let this man produce this result. We're not crazy. Like I tell you, this not a thing that will make me afraid for go saloon. No, I ask for the result. Before the man go ask for the result. The judge where you go put me before, charge me with all that well in like, and request you are the asker. If he votes. If you vote, if you don't answer me question, me say me answer in question.
Right.
Answer me if you vote, sir. You vote, you go vote. You left you work, you left waiting, and now they rent me in the council areas.
Yeah.
People still come up for go vote.
People suffer.
People go vote. Look all the campaign way happen, all the thing that way happen. People don't do all that. Then they go vote. And you still say you want them. You go answer, you announce somebody as the winner. We ask you for the result. You know the producer. ECSL, una get Mr. Conteh, you have to not you get alone.
No.
And if
No.
anything, nine the one person where they blame.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
let me share this. Let's take a look at this, Alfred. I'm sure you don't see this particular video from the European Commission. Let me listen to them real quick now.
The much anticipated European Union Election Observation Report has been finally released, entailing 21 recommendations and 7 priority areas. The report broadly reflects the position of other international observer missions. When reading out the report in front of journalists at the prestigious Radisson Blu Hotel, the chief observer started by commending the large voter turnout, which he says underscored the appetite to take part in the political process, but however noted that political violence shrinked the political space, lashing out on the Electoral Commission for not demonstrating transparency during the very crucial tabulation process.
However, there were also issues that we, as a friend of Sierra Leone, observed and are imperative to address. Firstly, political violence shrank the space of political participation. This was observed by the EU Election Observation Mission in at least 6 districts. We also saw disproportionate use of force by security agencies on several occasions. And here I want to stress, violence has no place in elections, neither here in Sierra Leone nor anywhere else on the globe. Also, I want to speak about the tabulation of results that proved to be a key issue, a tipping point. The ECSL did not ensure transparency at this very crucial stage of the process.
She added that the ECSL did not heed calls of international observers to be open about the tabulation process, adding that out of the 21 recommendations, they are pinpointing 7 priority areas.
Our observers, as well as citizen observer at the tally center, could not conduct a meaningful observation of the tabulation of results. Despite repeated calls from observers, the ECSL did not publish the disaggregated result data. Lack of transparency and limitation on independent scrutiny leaves space for doubt and stains an election.
That is where we're at, Alfred. That is where we're at. That is what we talk about right now. This is the problem we'll get today. So
Yes.
we're not crazy. We're doing the right thing.
You know, Ibrahim, it's you know, where Alfred Peter Conteh they talk, you know, I feel ashamed of being a Sierra Leonean. No joke. You know, people think like when you say these things, you're being dramatic, you know, like you just want to try for show signs. It's embarrassing. As a Sierra Leonean, we sit by, watch and see few people, and we're not even reach 1,000, they destroy we country.
Right.
You know, Ibrahim, look, I know in the letter of Alfred Peter Conteh, he thanked the international community for the 1.5 million. For me, I would thank them more for the 1.5 million. But for me, the 480 million MCC grant, for me, we don't need it.
Right. Yeah.
We don't need it. What they should do is to fit for the better. Because
Absolutely.
when they fix the country, we don't need 480 million, Ibrahim and you know, Alfred. We don't need it. Why? Therefore, give me 480 million grants. But an American company, GL Holding, they make similar amount every year from we country. It doesn't make sense.
No.
And this leads me to ask Alfred Peter Conteh a question. Alfred, is Alfred still with us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, but Alfred, do you feel the international community, they let we down, or they let we down? What is your? I know you've written a letter to them. You're waiting for a reply and their actions and stuff like that. But over the years, with everything that's been said, seen, and shown to them, like there is proof. Even before the tripartite report came out, because one thing we should know, when this whole tripartite is tripartite, three parties were involved. In the report, we saw the position of the SLPP and the APC. What we never saw was the position, or is the position of the international community. Is it politics that is playing that we do not understand? But for me, I feel like they are playing games. How can things can be so blatant, so clear, and these people are still dragging their feet in? I don't understand. Is it diplomacy? Shall we be nice and call it diplomacy? I don't understand.
Well, I think. Hold on. Let me just. You're on point where you ask because a question where beaucoup people ask. Say the very international community where you call so now they don't sell we, but not to so it be. Now we, the APC, the de facto executive, okay? Now they're not team up. Because if they're united, you just not right now they tell you so. You
Agree.
understand? If they
Yeah.
all come be and we and say,
Yeah.
anything, we want this result. International community no get no option but for come. When tension alone, then go ECOMOG meet. Then give immediate, no so urgent development.
Right.
Because they say
They know.
tension there. But right now, what's in this same group, the Mikhailus, the Lansana Dumbe, and others, they don't tell them, say, but all things quiet in a salon, no need for deploy. We no need una. So they ease off. But they tell you whether they say money, no, they this and that. No, if something in the happen under Kuskas, then they see tension, then they can't they let them deploy. You
Absolutely.
understand?
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
so not all the international community would blame 100%. Me, they
Absolutely.
say the
Yeah.
blame there would
Yeah.
this de facto, and you don't hit the nail. They all get case. They all get case. If you remember one time I've been in a AYV, I say, hey, I say, I hold the ball. I say, I hold this ball. What is made? I see powerful man than a APC. This is the only striker. Anyone can be able to shake the nets. I say, but they're all the offside. You understand? I told
Absolutely.
them, what you have been
Absolutely.
90s.
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah.
90s.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mikalu Masare, he grew up na the APC. He know the party, but he know the talk. He cannot.
No.
You know,
Yeah.
so do you want to do it and they buy them, do you want to do it and they silence them. One other thing will happen, you check timeline, the very day where Pope Kamara and others gonna Vine Memorial,
Mm.
or go talk to we APC people. That very day, the government send people them na the Northwest, senior official them, for go talk to the people, the same message, exact same message. Say tripartite done, the election done, it's done and done.
Right.
So then done and dusted, nobody
Yeah.
may say on join me. The problem I get, if you say something cannot be done, why you defect me while I want one? Left
Exactly.
me.
Left
So,
me. Yeah, no, no,
left
no, you don't enjoy me left whistle. Thank you. That's a great point. But we don't really go too long, and I think which I want to do, Alfred, because we're ready for conversate everything today. We go always come back and get these conversations and talk about other things. But the last letter I want to present to you, of course, it's your own letter. I'm not going to give Lance Nadubi that reference there for bringing letter there, but you responded to them, and it was a very brilliant response, and we respond to them for letting them understand. Say, hey, listen, I'm acting in my capacity and everything. Talk to me about that in your capacity as the chairman of the ITGC and why some people don't understand, say, you react in the right capacity.
So what happened? Justice Adrian Fisher gave a ruling on the 28th of April, 2022. It creates this body called ITGC. He said the ITGC now in charge of the overall affairs of the APC until the first National Delegates Conference. Okay? Which means now we dey carry the party go convention. You understand?
Right.
But then look and say, because prior to that, waiting Boku people no know, go court Boku them. Then they try for pull me. Yeah. Because if they pull me, it go easy for let them do this cell game where they pan. So it go easy for let them before even change Dr. Samura, put somebody else. You understand?
Yeah.
So then look then go court, then go court, then go court. Now make us say Jesse Tengo, very good lawyer, is standing grounds, seeing they go to the edge, where they able to come up anyway in every case. So what they do now, when they go for this injunction against we, then put and say the TIIEMC, this is now the group where the court creates.
Right.
And the job now for just conduct election. And by the time when they go meet the judge for do that, the TIIMC, the mandate be don't expire. I get a copy of the certificate of completion where Ibrahim Story Esquire sent to me. Say, the job done, he sent them to me, he sent them to Justice Fisher, he sent them, I think, to the PPRC or something.
Right.
Say, it's done in job. You understand?
Right.
So then go now, then go tell the judge, say, no, we get one organ where we carry convention. What's in the organ? TIIEMC. You understand?
Right.
So the judge issue an interlocutory injunction. Now the convention where they go, problem they will turn. Go put that.
That's
but yeah, don't talk about me now.
right.
They give me an interlocutory injunction. What's in that? It means say certain and they want to do, not to all people, certain things we are not for do at this present moment until they issue verdict on the case. So we're gonna court on the 13th of March, then do the final argument, the two parties argue, and the judge say he will give verdict shortly. So he left. So as you see now almost 20 months, we're going to the 21st month from where that happened, we'll not get verdict. So what happen? We're dangerous for Salome. It just sound like una two get case. You get land, inside you land, somebody can say no, una enemy road for pass. Una go court, the judge say no. That land na cash box get them. You road for pass, you for go behind, you go round. You don't understand.
Right.
Then they give the verdict. Then cash box now, because they don't say they get the land, maybe build toilets there, this and that, tank, they don't make it land, they don't put fine flour. Then you hear say that judge will be give cash box the verdict, he don't travel or he go study or he don't die. I just give example.
Right.
Then you go back now the same courts. You understand? Say that verdict for them this happened. Then he hype on the judge. Then the new judge look the case. He give new verdict say that place then you road. Then you go broke that man. He waiting say what he don't do for April. So what I say, if we continue this trend, then everybody will get verdicts in a salon, then he reverse you back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the judiciary get work for do. They make themselves put them on notice on several letter. They get work for do. Even before they give them the MCC thing. If you notice, they launch judicial reform because the international community then desk.
Right.
Corruption of the Sierra Leone judiciary. So they have to launch judicial reform, like a party where they bring na Washington, say yes, we know the rule of law get problem, but then they can't do reforms. Right. And from where they get the money,
nothing is going to happen.
So something Bokutin there for I say time not do.
Bokutin
open.
Bokutin for talk about. We go left for that, but the fact is, at least we're on the winning side, Alfred. And I'm sure the grassroots that they watch this, I promise you, that fact will be fact. It was not unjust. It was the righteous cause, but it was just at the time. The people were not ready. They're not ready now. Now we get the playing field, Brad. Believe it or not. Okashi, go ahead. Close up for Okashi.
yeah, sorry. You see, like now I know there is like an issue here with the whole interlocutory injunction they gave you, and again, like you think like you are the legitimate chairman and you did a de facto executive and all that, in which I think there could be ramifications for like all this fight. But in terms of like preference, what is I think I want to believe based on what you've said. But like many salon people get this. What is the preference here? Are you trying to fight the executive, or the focus is the result because it's the electoral justice, or you want to take them in tandem, like taking them one by one because maybe the executive are the reasons because they're not joining the fight, just like what you say, we're not putting enough pressure on the international community because this de facto executive, they are all the offside. So if even you pass the ball to them, like the goal would not stand and all that. So what is the preference here? Is it like you joining? I know they talk about Samuel Kamara, the fight for democracy, for the life of our democracy? Or are you going to fight because, say, I want to get rid of this executive because there are legal ramifications? Surely I want to believe it could affect, say, well, the ITGC, the TIIEMC, we conduct the election, they were not supposed to do it. So it means like the flag bearer they chose was wrong and all that. But the fight here, what is your focus? Electoral justice or the executive, or you want to join them together and move along?
Well, the current situation is electoral justice. But I use that position as the chairman of the ITGC
Right.
because the courts not do the
Mm.
right thing. You
Right.
understand? The
Mhm.
court supposed for sit down and say, first of all, before you make judgment where they affect another judgment, you they vacate the existing judgment, then you make new judgments. And the only group where get that power is the Appeals Court of Sierra Leone. Two people, two courts, the two high courts, they get equal competency. You understand? They go, Sarge, they tell you, say, lock him up, another Sarge, they free him. Abraham and soldier, it's at the top.
Right
No,
on.
so
Absolutely.
maybe, yes, it can be higher rank where go say free him. So now
Absolutely.
the thing with situation. But I have to do that, you understand,
Right.
for let the world know, say, this is what's going on. And like I say, until last time I don't give me open challenge, say they go court, me say I clap for her. You understand? No, go let them go court the case. Whether they cut and right or they not cut and right to. This justice will refer for this injustice where this man grab. He go read it, he go read. Yeah, bro. 7 million people almost sit down. The man go read. Result were not there. They ask him, he say no, they pull up.
Uh-huh.
But this is
And,
not
and,
the agree.
and the sad thing, Ibrahim and Alfred, the U.S. ambassadors say none from the party them, no produce the result. And then I watch a video, sadly, of like this cabal in the ECSL.
Right.
They're boasting that they get the result, but just because the act, and the legal, people them where get what it take, they can tell you that no act not for supersede the constitution. Surely. So they are saying that they get the election. They get the election result according to them, because listening to Kemosi say, it clearly tells you there isn't result, because Kemosi said right there at the center in Putloko, tell we say they don't call a result, they be still the count. And even the commissioner in that region confirm and say they don't send no result to the chairman of ECSL. And then, but yet still, then they tell we now say they get the result, but arrogantly, something when they destroy the reputation of the country, they say then they produce the results. Can you imagine how embarrassing it is for when you tell somebody so? Say, go, we country, they make election, but then say they choose not for show with the result.
So this, you don't see me frustration. Una we get the media, we get them platform here. This is waiting we educate the people. If you're not student na salon, you're not teacher, you nurse, you're not keke driver, anybody who votes, ask for your results. Now, know what they say. This man for produce the result.
Absolutely.
You know, the two way he said the clause where they give and that there's a supreme law, which is the voice of the people.
Yeah.
No law,
Yeah.
no day where the people
Yeah.
not able to overturn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If the people grab say we want to result, nothing other way connect go quote.
Yeah.
No nothing.
Yeah.
It not get
No,
option but for result. So
absolutely.
again, I say, the people where they say let the party unite, party divide, this and that. Una join the majority of Sierra Leoneans. Una ask for results. Una ask for the result. Every, you know, that's it. As I tell you, when you do them, they call a rallying cry. You understand? Then
Absolutely.
they make all man say yes, look,
Right.
we need a result. I make
That
a
is,
challenge.
yeah.
I challenge lawyers, especially the lawyer them, we say they want to turn flag bearer. Join
Yeah.
the line.
Yeah.
If you not man, if you not say you waiting and do not correct, ask for the result. You don't go then a country where the man go announce say that this person win results. Not. The reason why this election different from every other election is the Tale Center. That video we play where the observer and the talk box.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
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 Tale Center for be transparent.
Absolutely.
Where you get result return results reconciliation form.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you take them, you don't go sit down. When I put it all together,
Right.
they say
Yeah.
police station 444. They
Right.
look at APC 57. APC 170, SLPP 130. Wait till I get, we say correct, we take them. That's what they tell you.
Right. Yeah.
But waiting and
Reforms.
do, yes, in this election, waiting and do, they're not doing.
No.
Then just come, because then the people talk say it not being transparent.
No.
Like they talk say not being transparent. You get ECSL staff them where they talk say not being transparent. And you get ECSL staff them where they reach out, they say, brother, this thing on Ottawa, this thing them put waiting they announce not in
Right.
the So
Yeah.
they have to produce the results.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think with that, Alfred, we will get for come back. We're going to engage the people, here and there again. We look forward to anytime we get any updates we want to give you back as far as this fight is going. Please let me know, and we'll jump in and then pass it on to the information, because there's been a vacuum. That's the problem in Sierra Leone. Vacuum, people don't get the information where they need at the right time for them to be informed. And you are like with Dr. Samoa Kamara, that the people now they look up to, as the saving grace at this particular point in time, because the people are aware. But we no more say, yes, we don't want violence, because we see right now in Mozambique, the people of Mozambique, they believe in the violence. We don't want to let anybody die again. People have died over the years since 2018. I don't want to go back all the way to 1992. 2018 to now, people don't die senselessly. It don't make no sense. What is the point in dying? But at the end of the day, hey, it is what it is. So thank you, Alfred. I think we don't highlight a few things, and we'll continue to get these conversations. But we're on the winning side, and the power of Sierra Leone lies in our hands with the people. I'm telling you, we have what it takes, and we can do it. And this is the fight we're on. But we don't command and control the APC and Sierra Leone when it comes to the political, landscape in that country. We have total control over it, my brother. Don't underestimate that power we'll get. That's all I'll say. All right.
Absolutely. Ibrahim, you see one thing, like we can end it here, but one crucial thing, I think, like it says in section 13I of the Constitution, it says every citizen shall participate in and defend all democratic processes.
13I.
13I. That 13B don't seem for stick now.
Right.
13I says every citizen shall participate in and defend all democratic processes and practice.
Thank you.
Ibrahim, Sierra Leoneans, and I think like it's not just when you have something you want to update with Alfred Peter Conteh, but I think these messages we need for tell the people. Like what Ibrahim said, there's been vacuum over the years. We shouldn't let foolish people fill in that vacuum. We must tell the people the real fact. We must.
Absolutely. Thank you. All right. We'll let Fana ask other people then.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.